All right. So this is a testimony which I will continuously have. I'm listening to these people talking about how I'm gonna get raped, and they go into details. This is all to create some anxieties of some sort, regardless of true or not. But but I'm glad they tell me that so I can get a chance to make my videos and talk about things while I can, because this is what I want to live. It will give me strength, and in knowing that at least I say all I needed to say. They try to live their little fantasies. They try to create their reality that was so fraudulent. These people are the true word. Like this coward and this coward. There's a level of cowardness that's will never be reached in life, and I think they've reached it. They torture women and children. They are low lives, and I'd rather starve to death than live comfortably, eat comfortably, and then do what they do. No, I'd rather die. I'd rather die. Till my last breath, I'm going to continuously make this. I would rather suffocate. Somebody say our last breath. And she's talking about the suffocation, which is also applying to kids. Trash. But this person that's talking to me via V2K, his job is to make me subscribe to these pedophilia things. He's what you call a trash, a pedophile, a low life. And just like the others, they're truly weak human beings. Weak not because they're physically weak, weak because their mind weak. Uh, no matter what environment they're, I can never respect somebody who does what they do. No, I'm not perfect. I know my imperfection very much. Maybe I know them more because they're removing them, and so I'm just have to like remember. Wow, like I, who I am for the real me is really disappearing, but it's also taking away my imperfections, and they of course adding their disturbing pedophilia things. But with that being said, um, it's just disgusting to having to think in these disturbing ways. The way they manipulate me, my body, my mind, and my thoughts, having perps all around, trying to make you accept these things that they obviously know is falsified. And I know with me continuously calling that out, it makes it worse for me in the sense that these people, they want to live in that fantasy, this reality they've created. Me talking about the fact there's a bunch of pedophiles in these agencies which happen to be running the show, and these people doing the pedophilia type of torture. You can't like if I is it a coincidence? I don't think so. So when they do this thing, when they try to force me to accept these disturbing pedophilia things, they would. Now I talked about the nasty things they did. One of the nastiest thing they did is after. So this story about the Dalai Lama is so disgusting. I'm scared to. I'm gonna show it, but I know they're gonna do the stimulations, and I'm scared of it because it's so disgusting. Uh, there's this thing about the Dalai Lama. It was so disgusting. He would, and it just came out not too long ago. It's new in news, and I talked about it in the previous video where before I even uh get to the video, I can hear somebody just like roll. It was disgusting, and I get there, disgusting things, and they're making me imagine more things because I scrolled down. Now they made me imagine so much because they try first to make me imagine it as like a father doing like kissing the son, but it's not that. It's disgusting. This is it's like it's a pedophile straight up. And I don't even want to talk too much about the details of what they said, even though everybody talks about it now and they try to even mess with me. I'm gonna show what they try to make me imagine me doing, and truly forcing me to have a thoughts like that. I'm going to do my best, but I know these people do some horrible things. And even now I can hear them in the V2K. They're like, something like that, because they want this thing to be sexual, and they then try to tell you, no, there is no. They're childlike people, but I'm gonna make sure that they know what they do. Oh, uh, I'm terrified. I don't know if I can do it. You see, I mean, I'm not terrified of people. I'm just terrified to get these disgusting stimulations that they're gonna do. It's so draining. So I'm slowly. Just give me a second. Sorry, it's gonna be disgusting. It's gonna be really disgusting. So I gotta be strong. You guys are watching me in real time when they do these things. And right now they imagine you scroll down and somebody start doing some drum rolls because you're gonna get too. They're nasty. Oof, oof, God, give me strength. Um, that's why I like to say when I need to find strength to deal with these things. It's just so nasty. Oof, it's so disgusting. It's so disgusting. Okay. I'm looking if I'm looking for it. They're already doing things to me in advance. Okay. All right. I'm not even gonna look. So this is so disgusting. Kissing this boy. It's not even kissing. It's something else. And they were making me imagine that this. Try to make me imagine this. Try to make me imagine doing this. First, they try to make it seem like it's like a father. It's so disgusting. Try to make it feel like a father and a son moment. That's not. It's some disgusting stuff going on. It's so nasty. Ugh. And they make me imagine this as if it's me. They're disgusting trash. I try to see if I was strong enough to see that. I can't, because what happens is they make me imagine being this dilemma. They're nasty, but you gotta be strong. You have to be strong, because and the people around you, they try to make noise campaign, make you accept this. They're gonna try to make you accept these things. They know this technology has the capability to create imaginations. They can create imaginations of all sorts and create any thoughts, and you can do nothing about it. They can truly, they've learned your brain so much that they can create thoughts that could feel like they're actually your thoughts, but they're not. They really try, but it's so disturbing. It's so nasty. It's so disgusting. They figure your brain to the point where they can just make you, and this is when they figure your brain is, that's what they mapping. So when they map your brain, they can make it seem like this is your thoughts. They can make you think in a way that you think that's you, but because the content of what you're thinking is so disgusting, it's not yours. That's what they do. They force you to think in this way, trying to make you believe that's you. Trying to find ways. This is too disgusting for them to like they couldn't just make it of like they couldn't make, like it's obvious that like there's no way, like, but they do their best to try to make you think that this thought is yours. Of course, at this point, I know this is the disturbing thought they force people to have, and then then start with the gaslighting. Oh bastard, I we got you. They're gonna rape you, as if me being raped means that this thing is me now. It's obvious. It's obvious gaslighting. It's obvious using the threat of torture to get somebody to subscribe to it, or at least the warning of torture, as if that's validation. This is the kind of people that are at quote unquote war. They're not warriors. They're just employees that these government entities are hiring to work in day in and day out to try to break the target individual to accept this BS. And you hear them repeating things. So don't they are no we just mapped it. Yes, you mapped my brain to manipulate it. You map the brain so you can know how to play with it and control and manipulate and push it into to thoughts that are so disgusting. That's what they do. And then they use these different ways of like gaslighting you. Like, no, they are listen to my voice. No, of course I know there's not. This is what you're implanting. Yes, there's not. It's you making me think this way because you can control my brain to think in any disgusting ways. It's not me when I was a kid. It's not. It's what you're doing to me. It's what you're making me experience, and you do that to others too. This is not something you only exclusive to me. It's what you've done to others. You guys are nasty, low life trash that work for pedophiles, and you will be reimbursed. You know, this trash can die today, having done this to things to people and call me things. They use they force me to speak. If I'm a thing, what are they? These people who try to make you accept the manipulation of somebody of your thoughts into this peripheral thing, in peripheral ways of thinking, and renowned to do that to even women and torturing children, and then filled by pedophiles in this intelligence community agencies, which they are ran by. Yeah, in all level trash. There's no like so you gotta be strong, right? You have this trash trying to dehumanize you, calling you you're our thing. You're just a trash. You're a bottom feeder. You are their thing, and I'm your subject. You set trash, and to all my targeted, do never subscribe to it. They are finding themselves empowered by these things. They are empowered by doing these things to people. Their job is to dehumanize you. You're not a human. You're a dog. Go to the vet. Who are you then, the god? You are our thing. So what you're what you're the god, the master? I can ask you to say a name, you wouldn't be able to say it. This thing would. What kind of man are you? What kind of person are you to not even be able to say that? To not be able to say a name of like that. You're a thing. You're their thing. I'm just your subject. I'm the subject to these things. These things that want you to think these ways make you imagine you being the Dalai Lama. It's disgusting. The way it was disgusting. Oh, it was so disgusting. And I know it's gonna be more tonight. I know. Yeah, it's so disgusting. So to all my target individual, I don't know how long I have, but I hope that my videos are helping, and I want to continue to be as transparent as much as I can, and then without being as explicit as these people are. And of course, I'm gonna continuously wear my mask until this maybe there's a point where there's no need. But to all my target individuals, stay strong. Do not subscribe to this. As I'm saying that they're busted because they're like, oh, you're not 100% transparent. I don't want to be transparent in the sense that first of all, I don't want to take off a mask, but also the disturbingness of what they say and they make me think, and the ways they they want me to just be explicit. I don't want to bring that up. Some say that's some trash, say black girl, because they want me to think about me as a kid and try to go into details with me as a child. And I don't want this is stupidity and as a child. Okay, I was a child. I don't want even this nonsensicalness to even try to talk about it like this without looking and sounding uh, idiotic. Me talking about me as a 13, 14 year old, the same age of this little disgusting, no shame. And they call awkward. No, it's not awkward. It's not awkward. That's you know what's awkward. Let me show you what's awkward. Awkward is the people who are doing this to me.
Why not have it all? Meet Kajava. Through their ranks. If it were up to me, you need to go into Congress, and Congress needs to launch a brand new church committee, number one, to talk about domestic surveillance operations, but number two, to ask the question, why are there so many pedophiles sitting behind those computer screens within the walls of Langley, within the Pentagon, and throughout the broader intelligence community?
That's awkward. That's awkward.
People. I don't even know if they're so dramatic. It is dramatic. It's somebody trying to end my life. It's somebody trying to end who I am as a person. It's somebody trying to take over my mind, putting thoughts of pedophilia. Like, it's disgusting.